Today I'm going to talk about different ways that you can manage your anxiety with exercise and how you can get around when you're feeling anxious when you're actually exercising yourself. First off, I just want to say you can never judge a book by its cover. You don't know who is going through whatever it is. So always be kind and always consider that someone might be feeling very anxious. So the first thing that I would like to talk about is don't have too much caffeine. Caffeine is a stimulant and it can very much just make you feel anxious for apparently no reason. So if you're someone that suffers from anxiety anyway, having caffeine before you work out, like a pre-workout, or even coffee before you work out, can make that even worse. The next thing would be to make sure that you know exactly what you're doing and you have a plan, or go with someone who knows what they're doing, or book a PT session. You'll learn so much in the first session and it will set you up really well. The last but definitely not least thing is that you have to control your breathing. When you're very anxious, having a high heart rate from just exercise alone can actually put you into a state of panic, put you into a panic attack. What I would make sure you do is, if you're doing the cardio side of things, take your time. Don't do something, jump in at the deep end. Slowly warm up to certain levels of exercise. Slowly increase your duration and or intensity over time so that it's not a massive jump and you can reassure yourself and keep going into it without just jumping in the deep end. With that as well, the whole caffeine side of things, that's going to increase your heart rate. And if that's coupled up with the increase in the heart rate from the exercise, it's a recipe for a bit of disaster. Lastly, keeping that heart rate down. One thing I actually find that works really well is to not be too warm. So find a gym that's air conditioned. Go for a run when it's not like right now, like 30 degrees out in the sun, and wear clothing that is breathable and allows you to sweat and actually cool down. As well, rest periods. If you are building up a very high heart rate and you are trying to do all these big compound movements, let's say squats for example, take a lot of time in between, or build up your aerobic endurance on the side so that your heart rate isn't a limiting factor when you do get into the gym. If you have any questions at all about training or anxiety or dealing with training and anxiety, my DMs are always open, so please pop me a message, and yeah, thanks for watching.